Yes, people, welcome to another edition of ITellYah's 3-minute rant. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. In what world is this offside? Who in their right mind really looks at this and say it's offside? Come on, this is ridiculous. It can only be one of two things. Blatant incompetence or blatant cheating. It can only be one of those two things. If you're gonna put lines and look at something 50 million times to decide whether it's offside, then obviously it's not offside. If you have to look at it so many times and draw pretty little lines every minute, it's ridiculous. Someone to look at that and really honestly say and it's offside. I'm sure about 90%. If David Coote looked at that and said it was a goal, I guarantee you about 90% of the people, the public, would even have batted an eye league. Only 10% would have maybe said something that's because they're Everton fans. No one would have said anything. And furthermore, whatever happened to the benefit of doubt goes to the striker? If you're looking at it 50 million times and you're drawing lines, little lines here and there, obviously the benefit of doubt's not going for the striker. So as I said, it's only one of two things: blatant incompetence or blatant cheating. And don't get me wrong, I like VAR. I'm a fan of VAR. This is not a VAR problem. This is an incompetent official problem. This is an English official problem. How is it we've got probably the best league in the world, but probably the worst officials in the world? How is it? How is it? What is the issue? When there was no VAR, this is not what we was complaining about to bring VAR for. We was complaining about to bring VAR for clear and obvious errors. You know, obviously there's a marginal offside decision that people might complain about, but no one was saying, oh, we need to bring VAR for this. We were saying bring VAR for clear and obvious errors, not for millimetre offside who's not really offside. The things that we're wanting them to deal with, they're not dealing with. The things we don't want them to deal with, they're not dealing with. How is it probably the best league in the world have the worst officials in the world? How is that the case? Because this is not the first time. There's been many more. I reckon this is the worst one, though. This is the worst decision. But there's been many more. One of the other outrageous ones was the Wolves one from last season. I think it was Jota or Neto was on the side, near the touchline, and his toe was poking out. And even, don't get me wrong, it was an outrageous decision, but even in the crazy VAR world, at least he could say his toe was sticking out and he's got a reason to argue against it. But in this situation, there was nothing that was in front of the player. Nothing from mine is in front of the player. No matter how many times you want to put lines and thin lines, how in the right mind was someone, I really don't get it. And why is it Mr. David Coote can sit in a box and be protected? Why are these officials not forced to come out and explain their actions? Why is he just protected? Because I guarantee when a manager makes a mistake, when a player makes a mistake, they've got to explain their actions or they get dropped. What's going to happen to this David Coote? Because what his decision is going to affect games, it's going to affect the league. Why has he come out why is he not forced to come out to explain his decision? No, but he's just made an incompetent or cheating decision and everyone's got to live with it. Absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, my time. David Coote, you're